Alright guys, so bass talks, okay? We'll do a couple of these over different species, but today we're doing bass. Most of the rods are going to be the same, so I'll just go over different lures and stuff. Today we'll go over those rods. We'll start with a couple that we did in the last video, but if you didn't watch that, that's why we're doing the bass tour. First one, top water gear. Okay, so 3,000 size reel. Any 3,000 size reel will do. This is a Quantum 3,000. Okay, doesn't really matter. 15-pound braid to 20-pound leader, 3 to 5 rod, 6'6". Okay, it is very stiff, and I like that to whip it into the sticks and whatnot. The closer you can get with top water, almost underneath the stick, the better. Subsurface, you can kind of twitch them out, but top water, you got to really finesse them into it. Alright, so that's pretty much what I'll use for top water. We'll go subsurface, which is my Finessier rod. Again, a lot of these rods are budget because we don't all have money, and I understand that. So this reel, $64 BCF. It's a Sienna, Shimano Sienna. It's probably the best little reel you'll get for the price, $2,500. This is 10-pound, but with 15-pound, again, thrown to snags. 2 to 4 Squid Edition Savage gear. Really whippy rod. Has a lot of action to it, as you can hear. Whippy. I like to throw mini shads. Right now, my creek out the back is very dirty, so brightly coloured things work well. The clearer the water, the more natural coloured things you can go. In saying that, if you're getting rainbow fish, little rainbow fish around your creeks and stuff, you can use brightly coloured things because they're quite bright little fish. That's a good little tip. Put out traps. So some creeks will have crustaceans, and you can use prawn lures. If your creek doesn't have crustaceans and you're flicking prawn lures, your bass won't touch it. They'll just look at it and pretty much laugh at you. So you got to kind of match the hatch, as they say. Alright, moving on. I don't use much overhead gear. I'm more of a spin guy myself, but I do have one. Okay, and it's my heavier rod. I'm using a Daiwa Arid 100. Okay, it's a smallish reel, but it's got a fair bit of drag on it. I've got 20-pound to 20-pound. Okay, my rod pretty stiff, but not too stiff. It's a 6 to 8. It's only a 6 foot, so it's real. Look, you can see it. It's really good for bush bashing. Now, on that, we'll get into the lures now. On that, the spinnerbait, trusty spinnerbait. If you're going to any creek, any dam that's pretty much fresh water, I've even caught saltwater fish like trevally and such on it, you need a spinnerbait, okay? You cannot not have a spinnerbait. Now, I've put a curltail bait junkie on it. I like bait junkie. I like my Daiwa soft plastics, they move well. I like the curltail. You can have paddle tails, but each to their own. I just noticed that I'll catch a lot of tilapia and bass on this, and tilapia are kill on sight fish, so the more I can get out, the better. And the dog likes to eat them, so I can't blame her. Alright, so now we'll move on. We'll start onto the top water, and we'll give you 2 options. So hard bodies and soft plastics. We'll start with the hard bodies. Alright, so again, budget. It's 1 tackle box. I'm going to show you multiple things out of 1 tackle box, plus your soft plastics, plus your jig head tackle box. But all up, you're going to carry two boxes and 1 container of plastics. You can fit that in a backpack pretty easy. Alright, so top water. You got your bubble walkers or whatever they call them, make a lot of sound. Okay, I like these when they're being a bit hard to bite on finesse gear and baits they're hungry for. Okay, this more annoys them. I can throw this at a bass maybe 10 times and it won't hit. On the 11th, I pissed it off enough for it to go, I want this, I'm going to kill it. Okay, so it's more of an anger response than it is a food response. So that's always handy to have if it's hard to get. But you know there's a bass there. Okay, so then we're going to go finesse here, which is just a little walk the dog. Okay, catch whiting on this, you'll catch most things. Okay, just walk the dog, little twitch, stop, walk, twitch, stop, walk, twitch, stop. Usually that will get a hungry bass to eat it because they think it's a lizard, bug, something that's stuck and can't really swim overly good. Okay, now you can also have, it's not surface, but you'll see the bass and it's pretty much surface. You get a real shallow diver, okay, and you twitch, 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 so it just goes pop, 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 about this far under the water, and if it's got a rattle, which I don't know if you can hear, but it's got a rattle in that, it will annoy the bass again. They'll see something flashing, thinking it's a dead whatever, glassfish, rainbow fish, whatever, and they'll come out and eat it. Okay, this I've caught a 43. That was my biggest bass I've caught out of that creek, was on this. Okay, same thing, twitch, twitch. I saw it come out of the sticks and eat. It was a cool eat. I wish I got that one on camera. Okay, so that's your hard body section done for top water. Okay, now we'll go to soft plastics, and I have 2. Okay, so you have your trustworthy frog, as I said before. So these are pre-rigged ones. These are really good. Each bass will have a different color they like more, like different system of bass, I should say, have a color they'll like more. Mine, there's a lot of tree frogs around here. Again, match the hatch. A lot of tree frogs. Okay, they're not eating the frog. Okay, here's another color actually on the top water setup. Okay, that one's quite good too. If they're not biting on the frog and you still want the top water plastic weedless, you get a bug or worm kind of imitation, and you can kind of skip it across with a light jig head. When I mean light, I mean barely any weight on it. Like that. And we just rig it through the bottom lip. Right here. Bottom lip. About that far in, go all the way through. Pull that weight through. Just go a bit slow on this because sometimes you pull the whole hook out. Okay, find out where it's going to sit. So I like it sitting right on the back because they'll come up this way. So this is the hard part. Line it up right in the middle and pop it through. Okay, your plastic should look like that. Okay, now you can burn it. You can let it sink a little bit. I like to do that if they miss the first one. So say that you're jigging it, they miss, you just burn it back, they'll come back and get it again. That's usually when you hook up. They're my 2 top water. That's pretty much all I'll use for top water in soft plastics. Okay, now go on subsurface. Again, if you had shrimp, you can use shrimp subsurface. If you don't, I don't have many shrimp. There are some, but not many. Okay, so I prefer, if I want a natural look, I'll go for like a Super Brim 50. Okay, there's not too many big bait fish in here. So again, match the hatch. I use small gear. And I use big fish. If it's dirty, I'll use more of a coloured one. Yeah. If it's in between and it's kind of like tea stained, I'll use an in-betweener. Yeah? High rattles, it's usually dark, okay? Good. If it's really snaggy, we go to our plastics again and we reg them just like this, okay? Even if you have a normal jig head, okay? I've got a normal jig head just here. Got a normal jig head. Let's say you have yabbies. Perfect, okay? But snags everywhere. Every time I put a normal jig head, I get snagged. I'm getting frustrated. I'm losing gear. I'm losing money. I don't want to fish anymore. Same thing. Pop it through, get it all the way through, find out where it's going to come out. It looks funny, man. It doesn't look like it should work. Sits a little weird, right? But it works. Weedless, okay? So there's another example. Yabbies. If you got yabbies, use yabbies. I find my bait junkie rainbow minnows work better because I have rainbow minnows, okay? And I carry all this around in a little budget folder from Officeworks. Look at this. Zip them up, put them back in. Cost me $6. Don't pay $30 for them. Just look, and I saw it all sorted out. You know, is this one closed? No, it's open. Look. Sorted. Yeah? Easy. Okay. Now I do have other jig heads for if you're not using snags or you're in a deeper impoundment, that's fine. I like the ones with colours and eyes. That's just a personal preference. I've even made some myself. Okay. If you don't have the money to spend an extra $3, if you got a girlfriend or a wife, they have nail polish. Get artistic. Right. That's the lure section done. Okay. Now, bait. We'll start with the rod again. I like to go lighter so they can't see it. So this is only 6 pound, 2,500, 1 to 3 rod. Okay. Get the rod if you can. I don't know if you can still find it. It is a beautiful rod. It's one of my favorites I've ever owned. Ever. It's whippy, it's got enough power, it's great. The Daiwa XL, dyslexic, hard to read. I don't know if that's going to focus, but there you go. But I still run 10 pound leader because of the sticks. I want to be able to have a little bit of confidence turning ahead. Okay, because there are big eels in here as well. I might do a catch, clean and cook. We smoke them for about 8 hours. It's quite cool. I'll just need to learn to edit. On topic anyway. You don't need much, okay? Size 1.0 hook. I don't even think it's a 1.0. I think it's a 1 or a 2. Okay. If it's dirty, chuck a bead on it. That's it. Bait. Match the hatch, okay? We went walking. Usually we find worms. We found grubs. Caught a 40 centimeter on it that afternoon. Okay? Because we found so many grubs. If you find them, stack them up. Don't keep walking every day. Fluorocarbon line is the last thing I'll say. It's invisible. That's it, folks. Deuces. I'll see you on the